What's up, guys? Just on a rainy night in Budapest, I want to talk to you guys about becoming confident if you're a nice guy. The reason I chose this topic particularly for nice guys is because confidence is something that nice guys actually never really think about. It may cross through their mind every now and then, but they never really ponder, oh man, what if I was confident? Because if they pondered it so much, what would happen is they would find a route. When in truth, the only thing that they're really truly finding a route to is their mayhem on the inside. So the fact that they're so fixated and so focused on their chaos, their mayhem, their insecurities, is the reason why that's playing out constantly in their reality. A nice guy's reality revolves around pain. And as he tends to identify with his pain, that'll control every single part of his decision making. Every single part of his being, his becoming. It'll control everything. And this frustrates him because he's constantly wondering, okay, how can I be not the way I am? Because I hate this. I hate being someone that's constantly always concerned about others. I'm never concerned about myself, I'm always concerned about others. How do I stop doing that? How do I get over these pains that I have on the inside? Why do I feel so frustrated? And the great thing is, if he knew that the only thing that was the difference between him changing or not was shifting his focus, he would immediately change. He would immediately start to become confident, start to become somebody that is comfortable in himself. Because the truth is that a guy must be willing to do inquiry on himself, on what confidence means to him. And if you are somebody you would say is too nice, because remember when I say nice guys, I'm talking about a guy who's too nice. That's what I'm talking about. Because everybody to me is a nice guy. But there's guys who are too nice. And I just say nice guys so I don't have to keep saying too nice guy. But when you start to think about what is confidence to you specifically, you'll start to figure out, why are you not that? Because everybody may say, you know what, I want to be confident. You know, I want to be somebody that's confident with women. I want to be able to just go after what I want. Every guy seems to have some idea about what confidence means to him specifically. Confidence to some guys is just being comfortable in their skin and not being afraid to be inside of themselves, like literally inside of themselves. Because some people are actually so unsettled that they're always worried about, oh fuck, okay, my mind is doing this, okay, this is happening, and they're never truly comfortable being in their body. So for them, confidence means just being okay in themselves. But confidence for another man may mean being able to say what he wants to say. Because he's always been the man that never could do that. So you may ask him, what is confidence to you? You may go, oh man, I want to do what I want to say what I want to say, and I want to do what I want to do, and I just want to do that on my own accord. And another guy may say, confidence to me is never being afraid. And another guy may say, confidence to me is being able to do this or do that. But he needs to understand that his track on what it means for confidence will be the thing that he can walk or not walk. Which means anything that he wants to be in terms of confidence, he has the ability to walk that route. He has the ability to walk that path. But if he's going to constantly stay fixated on, if you're going to constantly stay fixated on, if you are, those things that frustrate you, those things that give you pain, if you're going to constantly put your attention there, you're never going to be confident. And I don't know if you guys ever seen my video on how to be confident with women. I think you guys should go see it because it's so amazing to understanding what confidence means to me. And if you want to know, and if you can't find the video, what confidence means to me is immovability in situations that make you scared. That's really what it is. You want to become immovable to the things in the past that you couldn't currently handle. Very tall and very elegant.
Thank you.
You are.
Thank you.
Are you having a good day?
Yes. Yeah, I have a good day.
Ah, that's good.
Yeah.
You just smiled so big when I just said tall.
Because I just can take a rest right now. No working today, no school today, so it's a good day.
It's a treasure, huh? Like for me, I say it's a treasure to have days like this because Sunday is my day totally off. And I feel the way you feel right now, like relaxed and like nothing to do on Sundays. So I know exactly how you feel. What do you do because you're so wonderful in your energy? It's like you're really feminine and very, it's a turn on. So what do you do?
Fun.
Yeah, like what is your day-to-day job?
I am a babysitter.
Oh, so you take care. That's why
Yes.
that's why you're so wonderful in your energy.
Yeah. And I'm studying too, and I'm gonna be a teacher in a primary school. So yeah.
What have kids taught you?
What?
What have kids taught you? Huh? Because kids teach us a lot.
Yes,
Yeah. What have kids taught you?
I don't know.
They taught you to be more something.
Repeat it, please.
I said they taught you to be more of something.
Yeah, they told that. Yes.
More of what though? More of what? Because like they teach, for me, kids have taught me to be more spontaneous and honest.
Yeah.
Because they are. What have kids taught you?
The trust. They can trust. You know?
Yeah.
And
Very easily too.
Yeah. And motivated. So I don't know. And how long have you been here?
It's so good to walk next to a woman who's relaxed as well. Because the 30,000 women I've talked to today, none of them was relaxed like you.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe because I am tired.
Ah. Okay, if you weren't tired, how would you walk? You'd be
Like a zombie.
Oh, you'd be like this. What I really love is how caring you are.
What?
I love how caring you are. Because if you learn about how to motivate children, you want to become a teacher, you're a babysitter, that all stems from a person that's very caring.
Yeah, and it's because I have right now 13 years old boy who hasn't got any motivation, nothing, and right now this is my job to motivate him. And I try to find the ways how to motivate this boy, because he's really talented and really clever boy, but he doesn't know it.
So you can see what he doesn't see.
Yeah.
You're perfect for me. Do you know that?
I am perfect for what?
For me. Yeah, you are. Yeah, that's one of my greatest assets being a coach, is being able to see in others what they don't see in themselves. That's why I say you're perfect for me, because you can see that as well.
Yeah.
But you like tea, yeah?
Tea, it's okay.
Okay. There's this place called Mosaic. It's a place on this street. It's a wonderful place for tea.
More what?
It's called something. It's just
something.
yeah. Like when we meet up, we'll just walk there. I have to put in your number. +36.
30.
Nice guys who are too nice are afraid of confidence. They're afraid of it. The very thing they want, they are afraid of. And how crazy is that? How crazy is that the very thing that the guy wants, he's afraid of becoming? Because if he becomes confident, he goes from being a total nice guy, or a guy that's too nice, to a guy that now speaks and does what he wants, and whatever thing he thinks is the other side that's best for him. Because remember, I'm not here to tell you what confidence is. You got to figure out what is that for you, because every guy will uniquely have his own experience. But a guy that's too nice, that's so crazy that he live in this paradox on himself. He live in this conflict, not paradox, this conflict of, I want to be this, but at the same time, if I be that, then I have to stop being this. And if I have to stop being this, that means that I have to lose these people. And what does that mean? That means that he always has to come back to himself in the moment anytime he says something. Am I being aligned with what people perceive me as? Am I being aligned with this? If I'm not being aligned with this, then something is wrong. But that is the exact issue. The exact issue is that he is totally afraid of being aligned with something else, and that's making him be this one-dimensional character where he's just constantly overdoing things. He's constantly just doing it. He's just great. He's constantly doing that. But how does confidence come in for a guy who's so used to not giving up his identity, not giving up the thing that means the most to him? He's told himself that means the most to him. He's like, me being totally nice means the most to me. Me being completely the guy that everybody can come to for their problems, that means the most to me. And if I let that go and become a guy who's totally confident and willing to tell people, I'm sorry, right now you're trying to tell me your problems, and I have to tell you that I can't hold the space for this, or I can't help you in this. I can, but I'm not willing to. I can, but I'm not willing to. I think you should go to somebody else. This is not me being mean. I'm just telling you that I can no longer deal with your problems. If he does that, he goes against his old identity. And that's the thing that he's afraid of losing. He's afraid of losing the identity, because if he loses it, he becomes the thing that he wants. But if he becomes the thing that he wants, everything that his old identity used to give him, he can't have it anymore. That's what he believes. He's like, all the women who used to tell me that I'm the sweet guy, fuck, I'll lose that. All the people at work who used to call me the guy who can not do anything mean, who can just be totally non-threatening. He loses that. He's afraid of losing that. That's what I mean. He's afraid of losing that. And he's always combating. The fact that he's always combating his old identity, he will always sit in this rut of why? And the why is the very place that he needs to stop being in. The asking the question to why am I like this? Why can't I be like this? Why? In the wrong direction is only going to bring more frustration for him. For you. Let's say you're a guy and you're used to speaking to women, and as you're in front of women, you notice that you just can't express yourself. You notice that. And maybe secretly you're like, fuck man, I wish I can express myself. Fuck, I wish I can. Why can't I? Da 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 da. Maybe that's your thing you're dealing with. You have to understand that at the same time that you want to express yourself, you don't want to. Stop kidding yourself. You do not want to express yourself. As much as you want to, you do not want to. That is the issue. The issue is that you're on both sides of the fence. Like you're in the middle, and it's these two sides of the fence. You're not on both sides at once. That's really funny, but you're in the middle, and that conflict in the middle is just not moving you anywhere. You're just staying stagnant. And the fact that you're staying in one place, and you're not on this side of the fence, or you're not on this side of the fence, you're just straight in the middle, that's controlling all of your actions. So, I should do this thing, but if I do this thing, then I would be like this. But I want to do that thing, but if I do that thing, then I have to let go of this thing. So you just stay stationary. And this is frustrating because as people, we're constantly evolving and we're constantly growing. And anybody who's stationary will always feel a lack of happiness. They'll always feel a lack of satisfaction in their life. And when it comes to women, the lack of satisfaction that you're feeling is just your complacency, your staying in one placeness. That's the thing that's fucking making you super incredibly discontent. But clearing up that discontentment, it's about understanding that the only way that you can truly come out of that place of discontent into contentment when it comes to being who you are, you must be willing to be different. You must be willing to be what you're not right now. Because if you continue to be what you are right now, you'll continue to get what you're getting. But if you're willing to walk to the other side, drill to the other side, fucking walk through the fire to the other side, become angry and fucking want to go to the other side, this is when everything will change, because now your focus is different. Your focus is not on why this, and this, and if I let this go, that means if I become this, that means I'll have to let this go. It's not in that place anymore. Now it's in a different place. And a different place is, I want to be confident as a man. What does that mean for me? And how can I start to move towards that? Now your focus is in a different place. Focus. Understand that this will be a big difference between your life path. Those people who have a life path that's leading somewhere that they want feel incredibly confident. This is why guys who get into community, when they start to go talk to women, immediately they start to feel this freedom, this contentment, this joy that they've never felt before, because they're finally moving. They're finally growing. They're finally evolving in a way that they want to. They're finally moving towards that which they want on the inside. They're finally allowing and being that which they are. They're finally doing that. And that process is so great. And the only thing that changed that was just them going, I want to do what I want to do, or I want to start to be someone who speaks in a way that's true to me, or I want to be someone that when I look in a woman's eyes, I can hold it. That's what confidence means to me. But when they start focusing in this way, everything starts to change. Things start to come into place because that is what's most true for you. And anybody who wants to know what is the way that I allow myself to become confident, you need to align with what's true for you. Align with it. A lot of guys, they want to align with what's not true for them and put all their focus there. And if they put all their focus on what's not true for them, or in things that they are disaligned in, they'll constantly get things that don't satisfy them at the deep level. But the moment that they put their focus on those things that they are aligned with, those things that means most true to them, those things that are the most pulling for them, which is right now, I want to learn about women. I want to become somebody that's comfortable around women. I want to be somebody that can look at a woman's eyes and hold eye contact and let her know that I like her. This is the main difference, is that you're putting your attention somewhere else. So now you will start to get different lessons, because before you're getting the lessons that it's teaching you is to stop being disaligned and align yourself. Stop focusing on those things that you do not want and align to those things that you do want. The moment that you start to shift your focus in this way, the things in your life will start to come in that you want. The ways of being that you want to live out will start to manifest in the interaction that you're going into. And women are greatly affected by this. When you're out there and you're speaking to women, they're greatly affected by how you are coming across. And if you're somebody that's like, okay, I want to be confident, but at the same time, I don't want to let go of my old identity, you will be in front of a woman and you will not be able to clearly lead. It will be hard for you to lead because you'll be constantly bumping up against your old identity. And as you're bumping up against your old identity, you lose power because you're not clear. But the moment you align, the moment you give yourself the chance to go, actually, this is the thing I do want to move toward, then teachers start to show up. Boom, somebody like me, somebody like the other people out there. Then situations start to show up for you to be able to have the chance to do that thing that you really want to make as a part of you. It starts to show up for you. And how are women affected by that? They can feel that this man is on his path. This man is going somewhere in his life, and I want to be a part of that because I can feel that he's incredibly truthful and honest to that. That's what's attractive to her. What's attractive to her is not the fact that you have a mission, is that that mission is true to you and that's ringing out of you. A man who's really going somewhere in his life and that's the most heartfelt thing for him, I don't care if that's music, I don't care if that's law, I don't care if that's dancing, whatever it is that he's moving toward, a woman will be attracted to that because she can feel that that is what's true for him. That is the thing he loves. And I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of a man's life who loves to do what he's doing, who incredibly enjoys himself while he's doing it. Even if I'm not there, he loves doing that. That's what she loves. She doesn't love the fact that you have a mission so she can be impressed by it, but she loves the fact that you can just go. But to be able to be aligned in this way requires you to focus on the things that you want to manifest. Focus on those things that you want to have in your life. Focus on the ways of being that you want to allow in yourself, because you already have that way of being in yourself. You just haven't allowed it. Understand that your attachment to your old identity is the only thing that's ruining you with becoming different. It's the only thing that's ruining you. But the moment that you let it go, your attachment to who you used to be, or your attachment to, okay, if I don't be this, that means I'll lose this. You're not losing anything. What have you gained from being that? What have you gained from being a man who constantly just focuses on others and what they need and never focuses on himself. What have you gained from that? Nothing. So now it's time to let it go. It's completely time for you to let up. Become conscious that you want to move somewhere. Put your focus in the right direction. That's the way you're going to be able to move through this. So guys, this is the drill that I want you to do. The next few approaches, or week of approaches that you do, or days of approaches that you do, I want you to just focus on behaving in the ways that feels most true to you. So if you want to ask for the number, ask for it in a way that's most aligned to you. Because this is what's going to give you true confidence when you are acting in ways and speaking in ways that are most aligned to you. Your alignment should be the most important thing in the world. Your alignment to what's true for you now. Your alignment to, okay, this is the thing that I want to express. This is the thing that I want to do. That alignment should be the most important thing for you when you're in front of a woman. One of the things that I say to my students is, focus on the act of expressing yourself and let go of how the woman is going to respond to it. She's going to respond to it in whatever way she's going to. Give her that. That is not your duty to try to take on how she's going to respond or how she's going to react. Just let her do that. Purely focus on the alignment of what it is that you want to express. Whether in this moment you want to express leadership, or you want to express honesty, or you want to express that you like her. Do these things in the way that's most aligned for you. Example. You walk up to a woman, and in this moment you notice that what you're used to doing is you're used to just trying to get in and get out. That's what you know that you're used to. You're trying to get in there, you're trying to just say a few things, you're trying to go for the number and get out. I want you to try this. I want you to go in and I want you to say, excuse me. And she goes, yeah, this. And I want you to tell her what you like about it, if that's the way that you do it. And then after that, the impulse will come up. But in that moment, I want you to speak to yourself and say, I'm going to stay here. Just say that to yourself in the moment. On the inside, say, I'm going to stay here. Whether that girl walks off, whether you bumble, it doesn't matter. Say to yourself, I'm going to stay here, because what you don't want to do, what you do not want to do is stay there. And that's the very thing that you need to do. What you want to do is stay there, and that's the thing you want to do. What do you do though? In the past, you used to walk away. Now do the thing that's most aligned to you. Stay there. Say it to yourself in the moment. So what are you doing now? Maybe you just go right into that. You feel yourself being fucking weird, and you're like, man, I didn't know what to say, and I need to get out, or can I have your number? It's so quick, and that's not aligned to what you want to do. Say to yourself in the moment, I'm going to stay here. And the reason why I say I'm going to stay here, the reason why I said it in that way, is because I'm calling myself into an action that I want to do while it's happening. Because that's what I want to do. If I said I want to leave right now, if you said it to yourself, you will actually feel that that's not the truth. Imagine if you were in front of a woman and you wanted to talk to her, and then you said to yourself, I want to leave. It's absolutely not the truth. That is total disalignment. But total alignment is, I want to stay here and get to know this woman. Maybe you say that to yourself. But you stay fixated and focus on that aligned thing. That is more important than if you get the number, than whether she likes you. Just stay aligned in that thing and watch how things unfold. I noticed in the beginning, that was one of the things I used to do. I used to not want to stay there for a long time. It wasn't get in, get out, but I didn't want to stay there past the point that I wasn't comfortable. Did I say that right? I wanted to stay in there, but when I got uncomfortable, I wanted to leave. So you guys, a thing for you is to stay in there when you feel uncomfortable and watch how things transform. Because for me, it transformed, and what I noticed is that on the other side of that, many of the times, the woman would engage. That was the beauty. All I had to do was wait 3 more seconds and the woman would engage me. Or all I have to wait is 3 more seconds, and what would happen is I would come up with something to say. Maybe it wasn't the best thing right away, but I would come up with something to say. And what does that take you for another thing? Let's say that you see a woman and you haven't even approached yet and you feel afraid to go approach. Just say to yourself, I'm just going to go tell this girl that she's attractive and I'm going to get to know her. If you do that to yourself and you put that as your sole focus, you will go in there and you won't be trying to get this woman to give you the number. You won't go in there and thinking about, okay, what shall I say next? Because you'll be only focused on these few things. And what am I teaching you with doing this? I'm teaching you how to stay focused on that which you want when it shows up. In the moment it has shown up that you want to get to know this girl, stay focused on that which is most true to you by allowing yourself to stay aligned to that by calling yourself into that action. I'm going to stay here and get to know this woman. I'm just going to go tell this girl I think she's attractive and I'm going to just try to get to know her. If you do this, you're doing something that I call in my new product, aligning with your mission, moment to moment. And one of the great things I talk about in my new product that's coming out June 23rd is when you start to do that, women are affected by you in a different way. Because they can feel that whatever you're doing is leading towards something. And you start to get women in your life who want to come down that with you. But they can't do that for you unless you align with yourself. Are you getting that confidence comes from alignment? That's what all this about. People who are confident are aligned. That's really what it is. Did you ever think of that? Did you ever think that, fuck, all I have to do is focus on something different and my confidence will start to go up? You never thought about that. But that's the way that it rolls. And to tell you, confidence is very wavering. That's why I say immovability in your core to situations that used to make you feel uncomfortable. Confidence in itself is something that I feel that is a shaky word. Just like belief. Belief is shaky because it's not something that's a living truth inside of you. What's a living truth inside of you is your alignment. That's a living truth. And this requires you doing an inventory on yourself, looking at yourself and really honestly going, what is true for me? What do I need to do to allow myself to be able to do this thing I want? Be able to attract women into my life, to be able to speak to women in the way I want to be able to just stand there and not fidget around and just be calm and present. Is it meditation? Is it just learn to look someone in the eyes for a longer period so you can just get comfortable with what does it mean to be in front of someone and not be afraid and be total see-through? The route to confidence is alignment. I hope you guys took a lot out of this video because it's always some new, some fluid, and some that you guys can start to take on and change your lives with. This is your boy Tony Solo saying, I see you guys when I see you. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. You know, I'm always giving you something new, and it's also something new that I want to give you. I've created a video series which is Approach to Bedroom. And I'll be showing you everything from what do you say upon the approach, not what to say, but how you can say what you want to say, and being able to have the mindsets to go with that, being able to be in conversation, being able to take the woman home, and along this path, just giving you insights into things that may pop up to give you issues. I've covered it in this video series that, you know, packed full of about 3 hours of me just giving you guys everything that I can say is going to be the best from approach to bedroom. If you want this, it's totally free. If you want this, click the link below and what'll happen is that you'll get a video series sent right to you, and check it out. Until next time, I'm out.